What's going on, Jerome's? So, fun topic amongst Minnesota Vikings fans is just how bad things are being a Vikings fan. Now, I personally think that we're the best fans in the league and in the world because we've been through a lot. I'm still damn loyal. And besides the whole Gary Anderson, Shank at the Bank, 0 for 4 in Super Bowls, there's a lot of things about being a Vikings fan that have been rough, right? And injuries certainly have been a major part of that. And basically, for about the last calendar year, the Vikings have really been stung. And of course, it does go back to Teddy Bridgewater, 2016 practice. Talk about practice. After, I think it was before the third preseason game, but basically his leg just fell off. Yeah, it's not good. But like we said, over the last calendar year, it's been extremely difficult for the Vikings injury-wise, which does lead you to believe, is this team cursed? Whether it's the Met or the Dome / USB or TCO, Winter Park, I feel like there's some bad juju around. Like we need to import all of the sage and then just burn it. It's going to smell great. It's going to smell like Thanksgiving all up in here. But like we said, in the last year, Justin friggin' Jefferson missing time with that hamstring injury, really torpedoing the Vikings season. But actually, all wasn't lost because, frankly, the team and Jordan Addison and Kirk Cousins were operating pretty decently, getting by until JJ got back. But then, of course, bang. Yeah. After a big-time win, Monday Night Football against the San Francisco 49ers, who went on to be NFC champions, as well as a win on the road spanking the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers. Kirk Cousins popped his Achilles, and it just stinks, man, because Kirk was playing some really good football, as well as I think if Cousins stays healthy, the Vikings give the Lions a run for their money in the division. But it didn't happen. Then the Vikings were on like 17,000 different quarterbacks, and still we're alive late for a playoff push. Also, speaking of late in the season, so TJ Hawkinson blowed his ACL, MCL because of dirty Kirby Joseph, and it really sucks because Hawkinson, top 3 tight end, and he's not 3, a major pillar of the Vikings going forward, and he's a great dude, great team leader, great team player, and it just sucks. But hopefully he'll be back sooner rather than later in 2024. And then the offseason. So not injury-related, but actually kind of injury-related because Kirk Cousins full-on admits to tampering. Meeting with the physical trainers and meeting with the PR staff ahead of a legal tampering window. So not saying, I'm just saying. And, of course, zero goose egg, D'Andre Russell, punishment per se for the Falcons. Just a slap on the wrist. Please. And it has nothing to do with the Falcons CEO being the head of the competition committee. But then, so obviously, the tragic death of Kyrie Jackson and 2 other souls is just, it's an unspeakable tragedy, and it doesn't even really fit in the motif because, we're trying to keep it light, speaking of how this team is cursed, but this is just an outlier. This is just an absolute human tragedy. So, yeah, Kyrie, rest in power, man. That's right. Then, just more things to keep adding up. So, Addison, second off season in a row with issues with vehicles. So, DUI, formally charged. Great. And then the first frickin' day of training camp, you have Mekhi Blackmon, projected starter around the outside, the pride of USC, tearing his ACL on the first day of practice. And then the second day of practice, Shaq Griffin carted off what looked to be a very serious injury. Turns out hamstring, is it a hamstring tweak? Is it a hamstring routine soreness? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But ideally, Shaq's will be back for the start of the season. But, I mean, that was just a double whammy because, like we said, Blackmon projected to start on the outside, Murph in the slot, and then Griffin on the other side. Great. Awesome. Also, you could throw Murphy's injury towards the end of last season as well when the wheels really came off that secondary and the Vikings defense became quite poop at. And then also, so Robert Tonyan, this one sort of flew under the radar, but been out with back spasms. And after OTAs and minicamp, it looked like Tonyan was a stone-cold lock to make the 53 and also supplement the tight end position with TJ Hawkinson out. Now, it looks like he's a huge underdog to even make the team or the practice squad. So that sucks as well. And then Jordan Addison had to be carted off with an ankle injury first day of joint practices against the Browns. Thankfully, well, Kevin O'Connell says he's going to be all right, but I don't know. But he's going to be out of practice today, Thursday, but yeah, we'll see. Just put everyone in bubble wrap until the start of training camp. And, of course, yes, the major one, the one that got everyone thinking, like, hey, maybe this team is cursed. So rookie first-round pick J.J. McCarthy played a great preseason game, his first one in Vikings purple, in front of the home fans Saturday, loud and proud, U.S. Bank Stadium. And then, he missed night practice with some routine soreness on Monday. Great. And then all of a sudden, he's going under the knife on Wednesday. But full meniscus repair. Will be out for the 2024 season. And yeah, we talked about how there are positives to take away from it. Like JJ will certainly be fine, and he certainly will still be a star in this league and lead the Vikings to a dozen road bars in the next 10 years, but it still sucks. Still sucks, man. All right, but like we said, like this has been an insane calendar year because if you think like the Jefferson injury happened in October, and we're not even to October yet. So basically, in a span of just shy of 11 months, just complete and utter insanity when it comes to injuries and Jordan Addison stuff as well. So it's just, I don't know. Like we got to find a way to reverse the curse. Like, is this punishment for the Twins giving the Red Sox David Arias, aka David Ortiz, Big Papi? Is that it? Is he our Babe Ruth? Like, is he the penance that we have to pay? Like the Red Sox when they gave Babe Ruth to the Yankees, is that it? Either way, should be good to go. But yeah, maybe this is just a test to see how much we want it because J.J. McCarthy is going to be fine. J.J. McCarthy is going to be a star. The meniscus will be no muss, no fuss. And maybe it really is just testing the resolve of Vikings fans. But I don't know what they're still testing. Because we're still here. The fact that we're still here with all of this nonsense, especially this recent nonsense, speaks to the hardiness. Or, I don't know, maybe we're just too stupid to quit. That could also be it as well. But your thoughts are thoughts. Are the Vikings cursed? Certainly a possibility. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. You know what to do. Skol. Production value.